What's good, family? Welcome back to another video. Different style of video today. I'm actually going to be breaking down and giving my analysis and my perspective on the movie White Men Can't Jump. Now, for those of you guys who have not watched the movie, I would suggest that you go and watch it. I found it to be very interesting. I thought it gave a lot of valuable life lessons about, karma, putting your trust in others, figuring out whether or not something's worth it. And it explained those life lessons in a humorous way. So if you're interested in those things, definitely check it out. It's only like 2 hours long. If you haven't seen it, let me give you a quick summary. The movie's about a white man named Billy who is on the run from people that are trying to kill him because he owes them money. So, in order to make that money back, he moves out to California and plays pickup basketball games in order to hustle people. And, people are assuming he's not a good basketball player because they're stereotyping him, saying he's white. And, he ends up hustling people to make the money back. So, he ends up meeting a character named Sydney, and he eventually teams up with him to play in a tournament. And there's a whole lot of conflict that goes through the movie, but that's the whole summary. I don't want to make this video too long because it's not about the movie. I kind of just want to give my perspective on the lessons that they taught in the movie. So without further ado, the first thing that I took away from the movie was the quote that Gloria said. She said something along the lines, I'm paraphrasing here: sometimes when you win, you actually lose. Sometimes when you lose, you actually win. Sometimes when you tie, you actually win or lose. Or sometimes when you win or lose, you actually tie. Winning or losing is a natural mechanism in which one extracts from the other what it needs. Something along the lines of that. I'm not sure exactly what she said, but it's very true. That is very true. Sometimes when you win in life, you're actually losing something. Let me give you an example. Let's say you've always wanted to be in a relationship. Once you get in that relationship, you may feel like you won. I made it. I finally got the girlfriend, but you might be losing something, whether it's time with your friends, time with your family. You might be losing time with yourself, time to go to the gym, time for you to, do the hobbies that you want to do, time for you to spend time with your kids. So when you're winning something, when you're gaining something, you're also losing at the same time, and vice versa. Let's say you lose your girlfriend, you lose that girl you loved, you lose that girl that you were in love with and that you were building a connection with. Initially you may think, oh, I lost my girl, I took a L, damn, I'm facing adversity, my back's on the wall, fuck, like, what do I do? But you never know. 10 plus years from now, in hindsight, that could have been the best thing that ever happened to you, because you never know, she may have like turned into something that you did not want, whether she turned into a dope fiend or a nobody, or she ended up just completely letting go of herself and not really taking care of herself, or she just becomes ending up like a shitty human being and she just doesn't respect anybody. So when things happen, you kind of just have to accept it for what it is, and accept the fact that at some point in time, you will get your answers through time. Time is the healer of all wounds. And yeah, that was the first thing that I took away from the movie. I thought that was very true, very clever, and I love that they put that in the movie. The second thing that I took away from the movie was, let me think here, let me think. What was it? Oh, it was when Sydney says, he says at the end of the movie, you know, they play the tournament. Billy wins the money. He doubles up on the money. I can't even speak. He doubles up on the money. He goes back home to find Gloria. He doesn't find her. Sydney's like, Billy, I got 4 words for you. Listen to the woman. And I thought that was so true, bro. Like, not all cases. I know you might be thinking this, like, man, you're a simp. I mean, it is what it is. I'd rather be a simp than a deadbeat. But, you know, it is very true. Typically, I'm not saying in all cases, but in most cases, women are trying to take you to the promised land. They want the best for you. They have your best interest. They're trying to guide you. They're trying to help you. They're trying to, take you, like I said, to the promised land. So when these things you know, you got to listen to your woman. You got to listen to her cuz she just is more in tuned with her intuition. She's more in tuned with, you know, the most high, if I want to go there. So when she has these thoughts, when she's trying to guide you, when she's trying to, give you a suggestion or give you an idea or say, hey, maybe you should try this or maybe you should change that or maybe you should do, it's not because she is trying to be on your ass and she's just trying to annoy you. It's because, she's getting that download from the Most High that's telling her, hey, you need to, you know, instill this in him so that he can become a better man. You know what I'm saying? So women are only trying to help. They're only trying to guide you and help you and make your life easier. They're trying to share ideas, share ideas with you. Help you get your feet off the ground. In some cases they'll give you a place to stay. Like they're always trying to help you. They're always trying to, you know, get you to the promised land. I've said that 3 times already, but you know, that's very true. Listen to the woman. And again, not all cases. I know, we're in a different generation now. A lot of people are still trying to find themselves. We got a lot of lost souls, and that's okay. Not everybody's going to find themselves right off the bat. That takes time. But, you know, typically a woman is more in tune with their spiritual side. They're more in tune with, their higher knowing, and they get that gut feeling and they know what to do. Typically, not all the time. But the third thing that I took away from the movie, I'm trying to think, what was it? Oh, let's go back to the first thing, right? So for those of you guys that watch the movie, you know that Billy loses the money, he gets the money. He loses the money, he gets the money. He keeps betting, he keeps like he keeps going overboard. He's really pushing it. Like he's trying too hard to hit the jackpot when it's like, dude, settle for what you got and just call it a day and go home. It's not your hill to die on. Just settle for what you got. That's what you're thinking from the outside looking in. But he loses the money at the very end when he doubles up on the money from the 2v2. He goes back home and he finds out that Gloria left him. That's another example of winning something and actually losing it. Yeah, Billy doubled up on his money. He has, I don't want to say wealth, but he's able to finally provide for himself. But he got the money, but he lost his girl, you know? And I like how Sydney says, Billy, maybe you and her splitting maybe you guys weren't meant for each other after all. And Billy's like, yeah, maybe that's true. And that's true. Like sometimes when a relationship fails, it's not because they suck or you suck. It's just not meant to happen. You guys just aren't really meant to be, and that's okay. So I just wanted to add more to that, to the first thing that I took away. The third thing that I took away, what was it? I know it was something. Let me think. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, the third and final thing that I took away from the movie was what goes around comes around. Because as you know, the movie begins with Billy coming to the basketball court. He sits down on the bench. He watches the basketball game. Sydney walks over to him, asks him what the score is. And Billy's like, I wasn't counting. So, he's assuming that Billy's not a good basketball player. Oh, he doesn't hoop. Who is this white boy coming to our courts? Like, who does he think he is? But Billy, the whole time, was that's what he had planned. He was going to the court to hustle those guys. He knew that those guys would stereotype him just because he was white. He knew that. What he was trying to do was take advantage of that and make some money for himself so that he can go home and provide for him and his girl. And that ended up happening right to him. Like literally right after that scene, him and Sydney, they play a 2v2, and that's when they play the 2v2 against the guy that was trying to cut him with the knife, and he ends up trying to go to his car and shoot everybody. Um, that ends up backfiring on him. Because if you do that to somebody else, somebody's gonna do the same exact thing to you. You hustle somebody, somebody's gonna hustle you, and that's exactly what happened to Billy. He hustles Sydney. Sydney hustles him. He gets him back, and he even says that once they play the 2v2, and Sydney underperforms on purpose so that Billy loses his money. Billy doesn't know this until he goes home and talks to Gloria, and Gloria's like, yo, you just got hustled. You just got hustled by Sydney. We're going to go there and get our money back. When they go there to get their money back, bro, literally the first thing Sydney says is, what goes around comes around. You hustle me, I'm going to hustle you. And it's so true. Like, it's crazy how much, like, how they put these life lessons inside the movie. And like, if I was younger, I probably would have never picked up on this information. So I'm glad I watched this movie at the age that I am, and with the knowledge that I already have, and with, you know, just me having understanding of life and stuff. So that's all I really got to say. Again, I didn't want to make this video too long, so I'm glad I didn't. Under like 15 minutes, that's perfect. um I apologize if you were not able to follow me. You know, this is only for people who have watched the movie. um but yeah, dope movie, bro. I really loved just everything about the movie: the acting, the lessons that they taught, the humor, the comedy, the stereotypes. Like, it was just a great movie, man. And yeah, that's my analysis. That's my perspective. That's what I took away from the movie, and that's what I wanted to share with you guys. And I always, like, here's what I want to end off on saying this. You can always take away something from a movie, right? Whether it's a lesson, whether it's acting skills, you know, whether it's the way a character carries themselves, whether it's whatever, you can always take away something from a movie. So, you know, I'm not saying sit on your ass and watch 10 movies in a row, but it doesn't hurt to watch a movie every once in a while, especially if it's a thought-provoking movie. So, yeah, that's all I got for today's video. If y'all let this video motivate, inspired, or a better person, then I did my part. Other than that, peace, love, positivity. I love y'all. Take care of yourself. Peace.